Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Deadly Spark and welcome back to Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. Now today we are doing Ancient Greece versus Ancient Egypt with the support of medieval archers and medieval catapults to spice it up a little bit so it's not just a front-on clash. There's going to be some people getting blasted out of the way and hit with archers and stuff, so overall should make it a quicker fight. But in a different spot around some buildings because we don't normally do that, and this was the best spot I could fit. They're a bit awkwardly placed over there, but that was to try and get as many to spawn in as possible because they could get all of them down there, and there's only so many that you can actually fit with buildings and get an exact-ish amount of soldiers on each side. So without further ado, we are going to begin and see how this battle goes. And see if they, looks like, they're starting by going through, part of them at least, going through the wall section. And that means they're going to be flanking potentially. But the rest are going the direction I expected them to go, which was through here. The only reason the others are going through that way is I had to place them so far back to be reasonable. These have already coalesced into two globules. But the clash looks like it's about roughly going to be here. Oh no, it's not. These guys are way further ahead than I expected them to be. Oh. Why did the archers run into melee range? Well, the spearmen of each side have come into blows. It appears the Spartans are stronger than the spearmen. And they're zooming. The Persians are the ones that went the other way. They are over here getting stuck. And over here, it looks like we have the majority of the warriors, which are going to come into blows with the Spartans. And are there any Persians? Not really. Not many Persians are through yet. How far back until there's Persians? A long way. The Persians are going to be coming from the side though. So here's the first lot of Persians to enter the battle. There aren't many. The Spartans are actually spread quite thin because they're coming through a tighter section, and they're actually going through the buildings, whereas it's actually a bit more open for the Egyptians to come through. So this could. Oh, and they're starting to flank too. Look at that. Deciding it's quicker. That's clever. That's really clever. That's a huge flank. Got some of the catapults firing too, but not really catapults on this side that are. Oh no, there are a couple. There are a couple. This is actually a really cool layout. Oh wow. It's gonna be a whole different fight. Going it, they went from just going that way to flank, which was really smart, and now, I mean, it's obviously the AI is just doing what the AI is doing, but it's almost as if these Persians have come to intercept the flanking force, thereby stopping the flanking from even happening and boosting the strength. I mean, look at that. These guys have just pushed through the Spartans that were there due to the flanking, probably. But it's almost like they're cutting them off over there and stopping them from doing what they were doing. I don't know why they went all the way over there for some reason. But there's going to be a battle over there now. And this is really become like a force. It seems like the archers are making it a lot harder for the Spartans though to push through. They're all gathered here and it's making the Spartans get to where they need to be significantly slower. I think if we were to go to this side, yeah, look at this. This is the force of Spartans with Persians that are winning. um, they're pushing forwards here for sure, but it's such an interesting battle because one side's winning over here and the other side's winning over there, more or less. It's definitely an interesting format for sure. And there's then the little battle over to the side. They're pouring over here as well, and then there's all the archers. Where are the catapults? Are all of the catapults here? No wonder this side's winning. All their 10 catapults are lined up on this side. If they were to come over here, because here is such a clear losing side by the looks of it. The Spartans definitely appear to be stronger than the spearmen, which is not something I had in the calculations. But yeah, the catapults making the difference here. What about? Well, there are catapults over here too. Only 4 of them though. Don't know where the others are. Oh, it looks like they've been destroyed. No, that's just weird glitching that looks like catapult parts. Maybe they've been destroyed. That oh no, there's a couple here. There's 3 here, and there's 5 here. That's 8. There is 2 unaccounted for catapults on this side. Oh, look at this. They're about to get through the Spartans. So the thing is, I think the Spartans are stronger than the warriors and the spearmen, but I think the Persians are weaker. That's mainly where I was hoping the balance would be. But it appears that the Spartans are too much stronger for there to be any sort of significant difference to balance out, which is a shame. This was actually a really interesting battle, but this side's definitely like now dropped off. Probably because the catapults are now helping, which is even the playing field. And then there's this side that doesn't even look that close. And how's this battle going? Exceptionally slowly. And it does seem like the warriors are stronger than the Persians. I don't know why they can't go through here, but occasionally they jump over the walls, which is interesting. There's a couple of Persians coming through here. How's this? Look at there's arrows everywhere. Still a couple of Spartans left. A little more maneuvering around each other. This actually could be cool in slow motion. Such a cool little piece of battle. Look at all the arrows. Still quite a lot of Egyptians on that side. At least in comparison to what they're fighting. This side's a little different. At least they're getting hit by catapults now. This is pretty much entirely Spartans. Minimal amounts of Persians. But they're still holding out. Look at them in this corner. This is really the side to look at though. Whoa, look at the catapult. Bang. Split quite nicely. Look at that. Yeah, all the catapults are coming in from this side now. And the arrows have stopped flying in on this side. So this side's almost entirely dominated by arrows and catapults now because they're not firing. They're barely firing this side anymore. Which is a shame because this was definitely the side that they should have really pressed. And now they're probably going to lose. Which is not good because they already lost over here. Look at that. That's not good. And maybe the catapults can do something about it while they push through the archers. But that will really be the only chance. I mean, look at this. This was the victory side. And it is not anymore. I mean, over there it's just a deadlock. Oh my god, the catapults are popping really quickly. It's almost like they're aiming for the catapults. Not good. Well, I guess that's the thing with the catapults. They're really powerful, but they don't have a lot of health. They're hugely powerful if there's another line of enemies. If there's a line of allies in front of them to stop them from being hit. And archers are the nemesis of catapults. But as soon as any melee gets within range, they more or less instantly die. They're all gone now. And look at that. Yep, they're gonna lose now. Look at this. This fight is barely even changed until now. Absolutely wild. Whoa. That went, that was, interesting. But, I mean, I think it was interesting. It was an interesting battle. Definitely, ended up being weighted in the ancient Greeks' direction. But it was interesting to see the pushback of the Egyptians and the control they had on one section of the battlefield until the Spartans could finally push through. They were doing quite well for themselves on the left front, or the closest front from this camera point of view, anyway. Now the Spartans are getting held up again by archers. The cycle repeats once again. Look at the catapults wheeling in. Finally. Did any catapults actually die? Yeah, 2 did, so that's where we must have lost them. Finally figured out where they went. Look at these guys now dying. They're not even turning their backs, they're just like, yeah, shoot us in the back. We've got our own fight on our hands. Every now and again, like 20 will break off. Yeah. Oh, now the catapults are here. They're done. They're cooked. Oh, especially now that enough Spartans are getting close enough where they're like, yeah, we gotta stop them. It's been an absolute fucking wall. Probably wasn't even that close in the end. Look how many are still left on that side. Wow. It was an interesting battle of many fronts. And when we nuke it, we'll get to see where all the fronts were in detail. Okay, what are we looking at? Okay. 240 to 5,000 odd. Makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, considering both sides had, I don't know, roughly like 22 to 23,000 soldiers. That's yeah, that's quite close, considering that the Spartans were showing themselves to be quite a bit stronger. And we're right near the end. Look at them all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where is he? Where is he? We know he's somewhere. Oh, there he is. I saw him die. Well, here go the Spartans. They had 5,000 left. Fairly close in the end, all things considered. Wow, they got trapped there. But not close enough, I guess. But that was a nice, solid battle. Let's clear out the area. Ish. And have a gander at the floor. So this was the extended front. Where the first battle started was up here, and this is where the Egyptians were winning. This was the line that they won, and then pushed forward up to here, where they, like more or less drew. If you don't count the supportive fire, because both sides had supporting fire, but this side all turned to that side. When over here, this side of Egyptians lost, and they started pushing through, and then they switched targets to fire at the pretty much the closest enemy over here. This line extended all the way around to here when it started getting too much gathered up, and then they pushed through here and up here and created this mess. To which they pushed through this direction, killed a few things. Obviously I killed a few things here too. But look at this, there was actually a massive pile of death, but it was barely anything more on this side by the looks of it. But that was basically a fight at a standstill. But yeah, for now, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you like this content and want to see more, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment on what you want to see in the future. For now,